What's up? It's Sam 100.7, and on the line with us, yes, we have kicked it up to superhero status on the show. The one and only Eric Johnson, Flash Gordon, on with us. How are you doing?
I'm fantastic. How you doing today?
You know, I am doing great. Thank you so much for taking some time out for us here in Bowling Green. I know this is a big, big day for you today. Flash Gordon, of course, debuts tonight on the Sci-Fi Network. What's it like right now, riding along on the wave of a new show opening up?
You know, it's been fantastic. I mean, as we've gotten going here, and we've been shooting since May, the enthusiasm and response we've had to the show has been almost overwhelming. So it's nice. It's all sort of culminating into tonight, and it'll be nice to just kick back and relax and watch the show.
Now, when you watch a show for the first time, when you watch the pilot episode tonight on the Sci-Fi Channel, which, by the way, 8 o'clock tonight here in Bowling Green, you can catch it on the Sci-Fi Network. What are you looking for as you watch yourself on TV like that? What do you see?
It's what am I not watching? I'm like a hawk the first time I see something. I see every little thing I could have done better, and then the second time I watch it, I'm fine,
right.
and so on. So it's the first time is always a little nerve-wracking. The hands go cold and the palms are sweaty, and then thankfully it's all over in about an hour and a half. So
now, of course, Flash Gordon, the character, has been around since like the 1930s. I mean, how in the world did your name and how did you come about with this project and falling into it and everything? How did you come into the character?
Well, it's kind of funny because friends of mine had heard about this series coming down the pipe, and they had said to me, "This is you'd be really good for this. You'd be a really good Flash Gordon." And
right.
So I'm thinking, yeah, me and about 500 other guys. So yes, it's always the wait and see, and sure enough, the script ended up on my desk, and I read it and instantly said, this is what I want to do on television. This is the kind of job that I want to do. This is so much fun.
Right.
It's action and adventure and humorous. It's got a great sense of humor to it.
Wow.
And I mean, to me, it was just this is the ideal job. I can go to work and laugh and run around and do some stunts and drive a cool car.
Yeah.
What more could a kid want? So it was a relatively painless process from that point on, and thankfully the producers agreed with me that I should do this job, and
there you go.
I've been loving every minute of it since.
Now, did you know a lot about the Flash Gordon character in the comic books and the old movies and everything before you got there and got the script and everything?
I didn't. It was I had heard the name. I think a lot of people have heard the name, and but I didn't necessarily know what it was all about. So I spent my time on the internet doing my due diligence and some time into some comic book shops buying up their Flash Gordon collection. And so I'm not going to consider myself an expert, but I know enough to get by now.
Wow. Now, of course, I was checking out sci-fi.com today, getting some more information about the show and stuff, and just getting some details about it, and checking out a lot of the neat stuff. And one of the things is you did the Comic Con out in San Diego, and that's like, I guess, the kind of the baptism under fire for a new superhero, isn't it? Going out there and letting people kind of ask you questions, and you start for the first time meeting the people who can kind of hit you with the hard questions. What was that like?
You know what? There is a little bit of nervousness going into it. I worried that you don't know enough about it, and
right.
But the people there were so gracious and just so excited and so welcoming. It was really a tremendous experience. I mean, that's the thing about the fans of both sci-fi and comic books. They are incredibly enthusiastic and loyal.
Right.
And I mean, they'll let you know if they think you're doing something wrong, but they'll also really let you know when they like what you're doing.
Very cool.
So it's having a fan base like that. It's a great gift.
Now, and a lot of folks, they know you, they loved you on Smallville. What was that experience like being on that show?
It was fun. It was I think really great training ground for this.
Yeah.
I mean, our show is similar in the fact that it's a big show. We do a lot of stunts and effects,
right.
And also our fan bases will be similar. So it was like a great introduction into that whole comic world,
right.
and what that all entails. So it's I think very much it was a great stepping stone before before this came along.
Well, I know we are excited about it. Okay, tonight, what can folks expect? Like, in this debut episode tonight at 8:00 on the Sci-Fi Channel, what is the show going to be about tonight?
You are going to see, you're going to get introduced to our whole world and an entirely new world called Mongo, and there'll be a run-in with an android and fast cars and beautiful girls.
That sounds like a winner to me.
Yes, me too.
Who else are you working with on the show? Who are some of the great folks that on the cast with you there?
Gina Holden is playing the lovely and intrepid Dale Arden, who is also from the comic, directly from the comic strips. Jody Rasico plays Dr. Zarkov, and he is incredibly talented and hilarious. Right. We spend a good portion of our day on set laughing, especially when he's around. He's quite funny. And John Ralston is playing Ming the Merciless.
Oh yes.
And we're just having a blast over there.
Wow, well, I know a lot of folks out there. I mean, a lot of Flash Gordon fans out here in Southern Kentucky are going to be waiting tonight to see the new spin on one of their favorites that have been around for since the 1930s. It's unbelievable, and back in a whole new way, in a whole new light, and in all the bright colors and the production value I know is going to be there this evening when we flip that bad boy on. What's your schedule like? I mean, what's your day like when you're not shooting? What do you do for fun?
What do I do for fun?
Yeah.
I hang out with my wife, which is it's during the week I don't get a chance to see her much. So on the weekends we like to go out and head out for nice long walks. And we're expecting our first child in the fall, so it's nice just to hang out together.
Well, congratulations on that. Now what would you do if you had the child and the child had superpowers? Would that not freak you out or what?
No, not at all. It'd be great. I could bring him into work, and it would make our effects budget go way down.
Eric, thank you so much for coming on today. I am fired up about the show. I know it's going to be a big hit, but like I said, continued best of luck to you. And like I said, we are looking forward to seeing Flash Gordon reincarnated tonight on the Sci-Fi Channel at 8:00. Thank you so much for coming on and hanging out with us in Bowling Green today.
Thank you so much, and have a wonderful weekend.